Each new year, we have before us a brand new book containing 365 blank pages. Let's fill them with all the forgotten things from last year, the words we forgot to say, the love we forgot to show, and the charity we forgot to offer. A Happy New Year to you. Welcome to Jamaica Magazine. I'm your host, Adrian Atkinson. It's the first day of the new year, and we have another stimulating show just for you.
Once upon a time in a Caribbean island known for its rich culture, natural beauty, lived a group of people who were buried in piles and piles and more piles of paper. Papers spanning back to the start of time. Then came a bright idea, harnessing technology to work smarter and not harder. The government of Jamaica is improving its operations to serve citizens better. Many services are now available online, and there's more to come. The government of Jamaica, building a better public sector for all.
The dawn of a new chapter in the nation's history, to be written with commitment, compassion, and pride, is how Governor General Sir Patrick Allen wants Jamaicans to approach the new year. Sir Patrick is encouraging Jamaicans to be steadfast in their resolve to experience a brighter future.
My fellow Jamaicans, as we stand at the start of a new year, I address you with a thankful heart full of hope and a vision brimming with possibilities. Today marks not just the beginning of another year, but also the dawn of a new chapter in our nation's history. A chapter which we will write together with commitment, compassion, courage, and pride. This past year has been a journey with its share of challenges. We faced the shadows of crime, violence, road accidents, and other criminal activities which tested the resilience of our communities. But I hasten to remind you that darkness is only a precursor to dawn. This year we must commit ourselves to being the light that dispels darkness, to be steadfast in our resolve to experience a brighter future, and to be decisive in our actions. The future of our nation has to be firmly built on the bonds of trust, responsibility, and accountability towards each other. In this new year, let us embrace the role of being our brothers and sisters' keepers. Let us foster a culture where we do not just look out for ourselves, but also look out for our neighbors, friends, and even the strangers. Our collective welfare hinges on our individual actions. So let us choose empathy, kindness, understanding, and rectitude as our guiding principles. Additionally, on our journey of progress, we must not overlook those who struggle to keep a pace with us. Let us extend our hands and hearts to those who really need our compassion and help in order to survive. Whether it is supporting the needy, aiding those battling illnesses, or standing by someone experiencing hardship, our support and compassion can make a difference. Every act of kindness, no matter how small, builds a stronger society. I again pledge to carry out my role with integrity, to listen with an open heart, and act with the nation's best interest at the forefront. But the journey ahead is not mine alone. It is ours to travel together. Each one of us has a role to play and a contribution to make. So let us step into this new year with a renewed sense of purpose, a rekindled spirit of unity, and an unwavering commitment to make our nation a haven of peace, a haven of prosperity and harmony. Together, we can turn challenges into opportunities and our collective dreams into reality. Happy New Year, everyone. May God bless you and bless Jamaica, land we love.
Flu season is here. Let's fight the flu with these tips. Stay up to date with recommended flu vaccines. Practice good hygiene, that is frequent hand washing and sanitizing, covering your mouth and nose when sneezing, and sanitizing frequently touched surfaces. You're also encouraged to eat a balanced diet, take vitamin and mineral supplements, stay hydrated, and stay away from persons displaying flu-like symptoms. Protect yourself this flu season.
Practicing good oral health is essential in maintaining fresh breath and a healthy smile. Always remember to brush twice daily for 2 minutes with fluoride toothpaste to strengthen tooth enamel and help fight gum disease. Always brush in a circular motion using a soft toothbrush. Floss once daily to remove food particles between the teeth and the gum line. Use a mouthwash to clean areas of the mouth a toothbrush or floss can't reach. Change your toothbrush every 3 to 4 months. Visit your dentist every 6 months for checkups and cleaning. And be sure to drink water to keep gum disease, plaque, and cavities at bay. Remember, good oral health is key to a healthy mouth.
Prime Minister Andrew Holness, in his New Year's Day message, is urging Jamaicans to welcome the opportunities the new year presents. Mr. Holness wants Jamaicans to have a spirit of hope, optimism and determination.
God has given us the opportunity to see the sun rise on a new year. Let us rejoice with gratitude and embrace the 2024 canvas of possibilities to paint new and better pictures for our future with vibrant colors of our Jamaican creativity, dreams and aspirations, or complete the masterpieces we have started with optimism and determination. We will continue to build out our plan to sustainably secure Jamaica. The new Firearms Act, Bail Act, and amendments to the Offences Against the Person Act to create realistic deterrent penalties, along with usage of the anti-gang law and improved intelligence and policing operations, are having strong impact on reducing crime overall. Murders are down about 7.5%. That is approximately 120 lives saved. And serious crimes overall are down 10%. In fact, the total number of reported serious crimes, murder, shooting, rape, robbery, break-ins, is the lowest in 20 years. Now, since Jamaica passed the 1,000 murder mark in 1997, it has remained above that for 23 years. At 3 times the regional average. Separate from the crime problem, Jamaica has a violence problem. While the two are linked, differentiated strategies must be developed to treat with them. Violence has a significant public health and human services element over and above the law enforcement and security dimension of the problem. Now in 2024, your government will begin the build-out of a comprehensive social services response to violence, which will include education and youth services, faith-based and NGO social partnership initiatives to promote restorative justice and peace building in communities, social safety net support targeted at those most at risk and vulnerable to violence, public health intervention and services, and targeted public education, among other initiatives. Therefore, in 2024, my administration will focus on reducing violence, building our social and emotional intelligence and human capital, strengthening our families, and promoting peace in our land. Last year, road conditions, traffic, and public order featured as a pain point for the commuting public. This, despite the record number of roads being repaired and highways being built. We opened the Maypen to Williamsfield leg of the East-West Highway, and many Jamaicans were able to experience the convenience of the well-built road without charge. I'm sure you're happy to know that the period to use the road toll-free will be extended to March 31st. You will also be happy to know that plans are already in place to extend this highway to bypass Spur Tree. And work is already underway on the Montego Bay Perimeter Road, which will transform road and traffic conditions in the western section of the island. Early this year, we will open the dualized highway from Harborview heading to Yallas, along with several segments heading to Port Antonio. We will begin work on Grange Lane in Portmore, along with a new entrance to Portmore, which will ease traffic conditions on the Mandela Highway. We will begin work to widen the bridge on Washington Boulevard, and plans are far advanced for procurement of works to improve Tom Redcombe Drive and Lady Musgrave Road in Kingston. Now, you may have noticed that we are laying conduits and fiber optic cables to create a high-speed network, GovNet, which is the backbone on which smart technology can be deployed. As a result, you will begin to see more cameras, both for law enforcement on the Jamaica High and for traffic management. The new Road Traffic Act and the electronic ticketing system will begin to have a significant impact on improving behavior on our roads. There has not been a comprehensive and sustained program of road repairs and maintenance in Jamaica, possibly since the 1960s. Of the approximately 22,000 kilometers of roadways in Jamaica, about 50% are in less than suitable driving conditions or in need of total rehabilitation. Obviously, we cannot repair and rehabilitate 11,000 kilometers of road in a year, but we must begin to address this decades-long neglect. In 2024, your government will begin a direct focus on repairing local and community roads through a $20 billion budget allocation. You will have a say in which roads should be repaired first from the allocations, and your elected representatives will be tasked to hold community consultations. Tourism has been a star performer in 2023 and will continue to have a transformative and catalytic impact for social and economic transformation of the lives of the Jamaican people and local businesses. The interconnected web of the tourism value chain has great potential for wider and deeper integration into the economy. Already, the Agri-Linkages Exchange platform, ALEX, as we call it, a collaborative initiative between the Tourism Enhancement Fund and the Rural Agricultural Development Authority, has generated over $1 billion in sales by small farmers to local hotels and restaurants. I have tasked the Minister of Tourism and the Minister of Industry, Investment and Commerce to increase structured linkages efforts with a view to doubling the locally sourced content in the tourism industry. Now, tourism has always been a major employer of labor, and historically, we have built hotel rooms, but unfortunately, no planned housing and accommodations for the workers in the industry. We are now seeing the limiting impact of unplanned developments on the tourism product. In 2024, we will launch a national policy to build homes for tourism workers in partnership with the hotels. The Ministry of Tourism has already entered into partnership with the Housing Agency of Jamaica, the National Housing Trust, and private housing developers for units in Ryan Park Estate and Grangepen St. James to be reserved for our hard-working tourism workers. We also welcome the pledge by 4 major international hotel investor groups, including RCD Hotels, Bahia Principe, and Princess Resorts, who combined have committed to constructing over 2,000 residential units for industry employees. As our tourism industry expands, we must ensure that the people get more of the benefits and that we take a longer and more sustainable view of the tourism product. We will not only build hotels, but we will build the community around them. The challenge to repair the Cornwall Regional Hospital tells the story of Jamaican infrastructure. The Cornwall Regional Hospital was built over 50 years ago, but did not undergo any major maintenance program since this administration decided to rehabilitate the building to extend its useful life. The facility is now close to completion and will significantly improve healthcare in the northwestern region of Jamaica, particularly when the adjoining Western Children and Adolescent Hospital is complete. This year, we will break ground for the major expansion and refurbishing of the Spanish Town Hospital, where I was born. We will also go to procurement to build the most advanced primary care clinics in Portmore and Old Harbour. We have started the digitization of health information systems, and the Maypen Hospital will be the first facility to go live on this digital health information platform. You can see that all ministries, departments, and agencies of your government have transformational projects in development, currently being executed, or about to be implemented. I can only mention a few of these projects here, but permit me to also mention that early this year, we will break ground for the Resilience Park in Portmore. This will be a major investment in recreational and urban environmental public space, equivalent to the Emancipation Park in Kingston and Harmony Park in Montego Bay. We have been able to undertake these transformational projects and recover strongly from the pandemic because we have been good stewards of the economy. Our economy has recorded 10 consecutive quarters of positive economic growth since the pandemic, a low unemployment rate of 4.5%, net international reserves at $4.5 billion as of November 2023, a remarkable 55% increase in export earnings for the first quarter of 2023, a projected debt to GDP ratio of approximately 74% by the end of this fiscal year. This year, the focus will be on increasing productivity. All Jamaicans must produce more in 2024. We will seek to gain greater efficiencies in service delivery and output through greater integration of technology and business process engineering in the public service. Performance management must become the mantra of all Jamaica, as this is how we will sustain our economic growth. I urge Jamaicans not to undervalue the importance of a strongly performing economy. There are those who will seek to create social strife and divide the country by promoting this false idea that economic growth and development benefit only some persons, social class, or regions. As we face a new year with new opportunities and decisions, let us reflect on the fact that when our economy was underperforming, we could not fix our roads, hospitals, water supply, or pay our public sector workers close to market wages as we have done under the compensation review. I'm a student of history, and I'm very sensitive to the historic injustices and inequalities of our society. I understand the long struggle of the poor and dispossessed and the unfulfilled promises which have jaded our outlook. The government I lead is committed to ensuring that the benefits of a growing economy will reach the people in a fair and just way. We believe in prosperity for all. That is why we doubled the minimum wage. That is why we engage young people in programs to develop work readiness, like the LIFT program. That is why we introduced the social pension for elderly persons not covered in the social safety net. That is why we introduced programs to assist persons who have lost limbs due to lifestyle diseases. That is why we have developed the social housing program to provide housing to the poorest in our society, along with many other programs specifically targeted to those in our society who cannot participate in the economy through employment and income. No one will be left behind. So in 2024, we will further expand economic activity and make the necessary investments in human capital and security to support economic expansion. This will give us the ability to do more for you in 2024. Happy New Year, my Jamaican family. May this year be everything you hoped for. May God bless and expand your plans. May you step out in faith and confidence as we commit to being a nation at peace, harmony, and social and economic stability. I love each and every one of you with all my heart. God bless you, and may love and light be yours for 2024.
Leader of the opposition, Mark Golding, is reminding Jamaicans that the new year brings with it a renewed sense of possibility and a time for reflection. Mr. Golding wants individuals to commit to positive changes, not only in their lives, but also in the life of the nation.
It is an honor for me to address our Jamaican family as we move into a new year. The challenges of the past year tested the resilience of our people. The increases in the cost of living, higher food prices, these things have made everyday survival that much harder. The demoralizing scourge of violent crime has continued to sap our national spirit and poses significant obstacles to the development of our nation. On a worldwide level, the specter of climate change looms large, with global warming and extreme weather events posing threats to vulnerable regions like the Caribbean, where we live. War and conflicts have emerged and intensified, when the spirit and intent of the United Nations ought to have made that approach to addressing differences between humankind a thing of the past. Our talents and creativity have allowed us to excel to greatness in many areas of life and have made brand Jamaica internationally recognized and admired. Yet, we continue to lag behind when it comes to building a strong, diversified, and inclusive economy that is internationally competitive and resilient and creates opportunities for all our people to pursue their dreams of a better life right here at home in the land of our birth. The new year brings with it a renewed sense of possibility. It is a time for reflection and also an opportunity to commit to positive change in our own lives and in the life of our beloved Jamaica. It is clear to me that overcoming our serious challenges requires a collaborative approach, energized by a renewed spirit of national unity. History demands that we now cast aside the divisive and selfish attitudes of the past, which are preventing us from harnessing this capacity to solving the major issues that are holding us back. I am committed to working constructively and in good faith with all well-thinking Jamaicans, regardless of political affiliation or the considerations that have too long divided us, towards finding the ways and means to secure a better future for our country. Our proud history of overcoming oppression and adversity is a testament to our ability to overcome challenges and emerge stronger. Now, more than ever, we must harness that strength to address the pressing issues that lie before us. I'm confident that working together, we can achieve progress in overcoming formidable obstacles to the Jamaica that we long to see. But one thing is crystal clear: we cannot move forward under the cloud of corruption. It requires absolute integrity in public life and support for our institutions of accountable governance to rebuild the people's trust and confidence in our leaders. The seriousness of the task at hand demands nothing less. We must invest in education and training to empower our people to get ahead in a very competitive world. That is the foundation of national productivity, and that is what it will take to drive a strong and inclusive economy where the benefits of the production that is driven by capital and labor are enjoyed equitably across the society. We are committed to fair access to quality health care, a fair deal for persons with disabilities, and a more effective social safety net that allows our elderly and other vulnerable Jamaicans to live in dignity. We are in an era which requires a greater consciousness of the critical importance of sustainable environmental stewardship. The time has come for us to be responsible custodians of our natural resources. We must protect our biodiversity and address the impacts of climate change. A sustainable Jamaica is not only our responsibility to the present generation, but a legacy that we have to leave for generations to come. So all of this means that we must foster a culture of unity in keeping with our national motto of out of many, one people. We must make the diversity of our people a source of strength and creative inspiration rather than division. Let us build common ground to create a society that values each and every Jamaican, regardless of background, wealth, or any other factor. As we enter 2024, let this new year be a canvas on which we paint a beautiful vision of a Jamaica where every citizen can realize their full potential. It can be achieved if we commit ourselves to this great and noble task in a spirit of oneness in our shared destiny. Happy New Year to all Jamaicans at home and abroad. God bless you all, and God bless Jamaica, land we love.
Thank you for being with us on this New Year's Day showing of Jamaica Magazine. Remember, we all get the same 365 days. The only difference is what we do with them. Do join us again tomorrow on the same station for another interesting journey. Of course, you can visit our website, jis.gov.jm, for more news you can use. On behalf of the entire team, I'm Adrian Atkinson. Thank you so much for watching.
This has been a production of the Jamaica Information Service, the voice of Jamaica.